there, so.
Okay.
Want me to watch the room?
Wild. I'm dead right. I'm dead. This is wild. This is wild as fuck.
Hi.
Okay, so you guys all know the story a little bit better than we do. So is there someone that like feels calm enough? Okay, why don't you go?
Yeah, Lucia.
Okay, one person's gonna tell.
I wasn't there for the beginning. I came in when.
Okay, so Lucius, why don't you tell this story?
Who's involved, first of all? Who's actually involved?
Me, Nora, Janae, Fran, Synovia,
Chris, Austin, Kennedy.
But most
Cortez.
of the people that we're naming just tried to mitigate the situation.
Okay, who's actually...
So the people that were in direct conflict were Synovia, Fran, and Miriam. I don't know where she went.
Miriam's coming in right here. She was just getting something.
So basically, what happened was they came in from wherever you guys were at.
We were at a party.
And the first thing he said was like, he's frustrated because they keep him up every night. He thinks they're too loud and he's like sleeping. Which then proceeded to have him say things like, shut the fuck up, y'all are loud every night, get out of the hallway, you're all poor, you're here on scholarship, this and that. And then I think what happened was they tried to just blow it off and walk away, and then he got in their faces.
He kept yelling.
And he kept yelling at them and like, whatever.
Okay.
And so at some point, he spit in her face, Synovia's face, and told her to shut the fuck up.
Pushed me.
And pushed her. In which Nora got in his face and was like, don't put your hands on her. Where he pushed Nora then, and then Miriam got in his face and was like, don't push Nora, and then he pushed Miriam.
Okay, so Synovia, Miriam, and Nora? Were
I don't know, did he just push you or was there anything else? Was
He was just pushing.
Well,
He just pushed me.
Okay, let's do this.
He pushed and spat on
The
me.
three who got pushed and or spat on, can I just talk to you three one at a time? So I can get a little more detail from each of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so who would like to talk to me first about this?
I shouldn't go first. I can go.
Okay. We'll just go talk over here. You have a seat if you want, whatever's comfortable for you. So, my name's Dan, so I'm obviously here to help out with what happened. So first, sorry at the end of these circumstances, but we'll try to get it taken care of.
So I can like make an eye.
Okay.
So first, just some basic information like name, date of birth. Why don't you just run down for me what happened?
So we were coming back because we were just gonna go in the room, just gonna relax and stuff. We're done for the night, and they're like, okay, we're just in the hallway. We had our stuff, and we're like, okay, can you tape us? We're just gonna tape something in the hallway. We weren't being loud. Like we were just gonna tape something. Kids do that on their Snapchat and everything. So then he came. I think he was coming out to brush his teeth, and he was like, hey, you guys, don't be loud. And we're like, okay, we're not gonna be loud. He's like, well, you guys are always loud. You guys are cute. I was like, okay, we're just gonna do this. We're just tape this, and we're just gonna be quiet. And he just kept talking, and he was like insulting one of my coworkers, Sister Sonova. He was insulting her, and she was like, I'm not trying to get into this. I don't want to do this. Like, let's just stop, okay? Because once you instigate people get mad. Like it happens. It's normal instinct. So he kept just standing there and scaring. We're just like, oh, can you please go in the bathroom? Can you please leave so we could just do our thing and just go? We don't want to deal with this anymore. And he just kept standing there and not going in the bathroom. And then that's when he started pushing her, and she was just like trying to like push back because like you don't want to be pushed on. She was not trying to follow everything. He was a man, she was a woman, and then he spat on her, and she was like, that's just, she was trying to calm down because like if someone spits on you, that's very horrible. You don't want to stand there. And she was just trying to stay calm, and other people were trying to help and stop, and he just kept staying there and just instigating and just always being in their face, and other people were trying to get the other side at one point, and then Nora and other people were trying to help and just get her away from him and get him out of the area, but he just kept standing there in the hallway. He would not leave, and that's when Nora went up to him and went to talk to him, and he pushed her, and I was like, can you please not push her? And he started pushing me. I was like, I was talking like calmly with him, and I was saying, can you please go in your room because you're not helping her right now. If you don't want it to be loud, then can you please go in your room because she's being loud because you're here and you're just instigating this. And he was not listening. Other people were trying to talk to him, and he proceeded to stay in the hallway when we were all in the room. He was just still in the hallway, and people were trying to just get him out of the space, and he just wouldn't move. He was just being very hostile to everyone.
Okay. So what escalated from the, he's walking to the bathroom to brush his teeth. It sounds like he said, please be quiet, and it sounded like that might have been a little more calm. So what caused it to go from that to escalating up to where he's spitting and pushing?
He was like, please be quiet. Like, okay, we're just going to do this real quick. And then he made another comment saying, oh, you guys are always loud. It was like, oh, you guys need to get out here. And we were just like, we're just trying to do this. And then as he started getting louder, she started getting louder, and they started getting close to each other, and then he pushed her and touched her, and that's when it escalated to that.
Was there any pushing back towards him or anything like that?
Well, once he pushed her back, but she was staying away from him the whole time, and then he touched her, and she resorted back.
And so he pushed you. Can you kind of describe it, like where were his hands, how hard, things like that?
I don't exactly remember because I ended up dropping my food because I was just like, but people were starting to get pushed and no one was helping, so I was just trying to get it out of the way, and then he pushed me. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to do this, and like I pushed back too because he pushed. I was just not trying to be on him, and so then that's just what happened after that. Like,
can you tell me how much force he might have pushed you with?
I don't exactly remember how much force because there was a lot of stuff happening.
Did it cause you to take a step back?
Yes. Like, I don't have a lot of strength. I'm not a strong person, so it caused me to take a step back, and I was just like, can you not push me? I'm not sure to do this. Plus Nora was still right there and still trying to get away from her. So it was just like a whole lot of people in the space. So I was trying to get one person away from someone, and I was just trying to use hands to get people away from each other.
What's his name? Okay. Has there been a history of confrontation in any form?
Yes. There was one time before this what Lucian was talking about to one of the households, how he was drunk in the hallway and he was being loud, and we were just trying to, I was in just one of people's room. I didn't go to the hall because I didn't want to deal with anything like that. And so he was just being in the hallway, just like, can you please go in the room? I'll be fine in your room. He's like, I'll sue you guys. Just like you're drunk, you don't want to get in trouble. And he was just saying stuff like that. And there was another time before when we were just it was 3 morning, but we were in someone's room. We were not being loud. We were like gonna spend the hell of a sleepover or whatever like that. And he was like, "You guys are being loud." People were going to the bathroom to go brush their teeth and just having conversations. And he was doing the same thing, so that's how he ended up hearing us. He was like, "You guys are being loud." We're just like, "Hey, can you just go in your room?" And Lucian was there with some other people and Austin and stuff. And we're just like, "Can you just go in your room?" He was like, "I'll sue you. I'll sue you." And I was like, "Dude, can you just go in your room? We're not trying to have this right now. We're trying to just go to sleep and everything." And so he just doesn't, I feel like he just doesn't know how to back down. And, yeah, he threatens a lot, and that's what he does.
This is the first time any sort of confrontations or arguments with him got physical?
Yeah, I mean, before they probably had to touch him to try to get him back in his room. I don't know if they had a contact with him there with the first altercation when he was, when people were just like going to the restroom. But this is the actual first physical conversation I had with him. He's of probably Asian American descent. Could be Korean. I don't know, but yeah, he has a short spiked haircut. No gel. It's just black hair. I don't know exactly what kind of eyes. He's he's taller than me, maybe 5'9" or something. Yeah.
Is there anything else? Well, let me ask you this. Were you disturbed by his behavior tonight?
Yes, I was.
Did you feel threatened by what he was doing?
Yes, because he was putting hands on people, and I didn't want to. I don't like to be confrontational at all.
Okay.
I just like to ignore stuff and let that happen, but he was just be a conversation. When people were trying to come in the situation, trying to help out, he would just be hostile towards them too. And now we have people they don't like him because he wasn't trying to help the situation. He was trying to make it worse.
And the silly question I have to ask: did you consent to being pushed or disturbed or anything like that?
What does that mean?
Consent? Did you allow it? Did you say it was okay?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I know we have to ask that.
No.
Miriam, is there anything else you can think to add that I might have not asked?
I mean, at one point my hands I went on them because I was trying to get away, and I was just and going like pushing, going with hands, and that wouldn't happen. But that's all I'll say.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
We should read our standards.
Definitely just literally talk about it before the show. What's your room number?
It has to be addressed. It has to be addressed. Remember,
I can tell myself where I
Are one of you okay to talk to me now?
Nora,
Are you ready or do you want me to?
they're right behind you.
What would you like to know? Just let me know what you want to know, and I'm going to tell you just that and try not to add no 2 cents.
Okay. Well, I just need some basic information from you, like full name, date of birth. So, if you'd like, I'd just like to have you run down the whole incident in your own words and kind of tell me what happened here.
So we are walking down the hallway, and we're talking, and Matt comes by us, and he goes, "You guys are loud every fucking night, shut the fuck up." And so he walks past me, but he said it in such a calm tone that I was like, is he serious or is he joking? And he said, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm serious. You guys need to shut the fuck up." And so Frank got real upset, so I was like, "Nah, you gotta chill, you should probably go in the bathroom." So he was like, "Nah, you don't tell me what to do, you guys don't have anything, you guys are broke, I'll sue you guys keep me up every night, my parents run this." And then he spat in my face.
Okay.
And pushed my chest while I'm holding him back.
Can you tell me where the spit hit you?
Right above my lip.
And so he pushed you with 2 hands? Like on the upper
No,
chest?
with his chest, he didn't use no hands.
Oh, so he kind of did a chest bump?
Yeah,
Okay.
he chest bumped me.
You
I
ran
wasn't
into the
shit.
wall. Don't forget that.
He chest bumped me. And I don't know, mad people just came in. I just remember, being pulled back. Hella people came and yanked me down the hallway, and he followed. He followed down the hallway, telling me to shut the fuck up and that his parents were going to sue me. And I was yelling back some shit. I don't know what I said, but I know it was offensive. And we went out in our room, and we can hear everybody telling him to calm down. And he's like, "No, I'm going to sue you guys. You guys, we run y'all." He's just yelling mad shit at us through the door. And I'm like, "Are you for real, man? We neighbors." And so this man is sitting yelling outside our door, and he finally goes in.
Goes into his room?
He goes into his room.
Okay.
And then,
No, he kept talking.
yeah, he's just talking mad shit in the hallway. And then some girl was crying in the hallway, telling us to please be quiet because I don't know what's going on right now, but you guys need to calm down. And I was like, "You need to chill, white privilege, because I don't know why the fuck you crying. You need to take all them blonde curls and them tears and go back in your room because he didn't spit on you, honey." And I don't know, I guess she went to bed.
So, before he spit on you, was it anything happening besides just the yelling before he spit on you?
No, he was just telling us to shut the fuck up. And I didn't really get mad until he spit on me because I was trying to calm him down. because we had a great opening show. I'm trying to keep the situation calm. I decided before this night started, before we started partying, before anything happened, that we were going to be calm tonight. I made a conscious plan of that. So he spat on me is what triggered me.
Okay.
Because I was calm. I was mad calm that entire time. Till I got spat on.
So when this whole thing started with the yelling, did he approach you?
Yeah, he approached us in the hallway, and I asked, was he serious? And that's when he stepped towards us. He walked by, and when I asked, was he serious, he crossed back.
Okay. All right, now I have to ask some silly questions, but I have to ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Were you disturbed by his behavior?
Yes.
Did you feel threatened at any time?
Yes.
Okay. Did you consent to getting spat on or pushed?
No.
Okay. I know there's silly questions we got to ask.
You can go ahead.
Zenobia, is there anything else you think to add that I might not have asked? Let me ask you this: has there been a history with Matt before tonight?
Yeah. There's been a history of Matt just doing things simple, like knocking on our door and telling us rudely to be quiet, which we've definitely let go. I believe there was an incident with him calling my other cohort broke, and just saying that he didn't have shit and throwing his parents in our face, saying that he's gonna sue us and shit.
He told me he was gonna sue me for
and we just,
alcohol, and I was like, I had to
yeah, like just for simple things like being loud past quiet hours, things that our house fellow addresses us about, things that could have easily been addressed, just been taken too far by him, and then he chose to spit tonight, which is what escalated things.
Okay.
And that's why we're here, because people like to spit and put hands on people.
It was also that he kept trying to like get him to just like go into his room and just like cool off.
And he just like stay in the hallway.
He just stayed there and egged us on. He's baiting us. He's baiting us because he knows that we're gonna get in trouble if we choose to retaliate, and he has that power to sit there and bait us, and we can't do shit. But we have to talk to y'all.
Well, don't worry. I'm not gonna put blame on you if there's no blame to put there. So don't worry about that.
So we're gonna sit here and talk to y'all and hopefully get some shit addressed. That's it.
Well, this is the first step for sure.
Yep.
Okay. So all the history, has it all been about noise levels and things like that? Is that kind of what's always sparked things?
Yeah, I don't know. He just has some privilege. He just feels like his ears are more strong than everyone else's. Our house fellow can't hear it. Our next door neighbors can't hear it. But Matt's got some supersonic ears.
Okay.
Matt's superhuman.
Yeah,
Matt's
he
special.
plays his fucking music at top volume.
Yeah, he don't have ears for his music. He got ears for my music and my cohort's music. I guess brown music plays louder these days, huh? Our stereos got bass. We can't afford bass.
And Nora, you were the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't afford bass in our speakers. What am I talking about?
ID through Wisconsin or different?
I was sleeping in my room. We'd been out together, but we came back. Me and a couple other people came back a little early, but they were right behind us. And I just got in my pajamas, went to bed, and then like I woke up like 20 minutes later, and I was like hearing some yelling and shit. So I like came out of my room, and like Zenobia is like yelling at him, and he's like calling her all sorts of names. He called her a bitch. He was like, I was so angry. I don't know. He was yelling mad shit at her, and she was just saying like, you don't know me, you can't say anything about me, you don't know me. And then he was just like, shut the fuck up or whatever. And then he comes up in her face, and he comes up in her face and he spits on her. And then like, so I was like, okay, like you can't touch my sister like that. You can't touch my cohort sister like that. So I came in between them, and I was like, look, you need to back the fuck off. Are you on this floor? Is this your floor? And he was like, no, I don't live here. I don't claim here. And we were like, okay, then leave. And then he was like, no, I'm not going to leave. I don't have to do shit. And then he pushed me. And then Miriam got mad, or wherever Miriam is. And then Miriam got mad and like came at him for like trying to come at me. And so like I came in between them. I was like, look, okay, I can take care of myself. And then like a guy kept on like fucking yelling, like saying all kinds of shit. I heard like the last part of what he was saying to her. And then after that he was like, you aren't worth shit, you know, you're not pulling your own weight, you don't deserve to be here because none of your parents got money or whatever the fuck, I don't even know. Like, he was just like yelling mad shit. And then like then we got them down the hallway because like I mean it doesn't have, we hit him, then we're in trouble, you know, so even though he's the asshole. But we got them down the hallway in their room that she's crying and he's angry as fuck, and the guy comes down, he follows us down the fucking hallway. We were at the bathroom and her room is at the end of the hallway. He follows us down the whole hallway, like still yelling, telling us like he's not gonna do anything unless they go to bed. And then like he still had his like toothbrush, and we were like, just go, like, you know, you're not helping things, like, please just leave. And then like I mean I didn't know he lived on this floor. Actually, I spent too much time in my room, but like I didn't know he was on the floor. But apparently he lives there. And then eventually he got back to his room, but not before saying a whole lot of other shit.
So can you describe how he pushed you or shoved you?
He just like with one hand, it was like wow.
Where did he actually?
Right here.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Upper chest.
Yeah.
And then how much force would you say he used?
I mean, shit, I don't know.
Like enough to make you take a step back?
Yeah, definitely enough to make me take a step back, but it wasn't like that hard. No.
So they make you fall back, but at least to take a step back.
Yeah, I mean, but like I saw him coming at me, so I like braced myself.
Braced yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, and same stupid questions. Were you disturbed by his behavior?
Yeah.
And did you feel threatened at any time?
I didn't feel threatened, but I felt my cohort sister was threatened, and that's not cool.
Okay. And then, did you consent to getting shoved?
No.
That's crazy.
I know, these are ridiculous
Yeah,
questions.
I know you have to ask him.
Okay.
I sure did. I get these
And
emails all the time.
are you aware of any of the history with Matt, some of the confrontations in the past?
I knew someone said she had solution before. I didn't know it was
That's
him.
real messed up if that happened.
So.
Now it's me. That's mad crazy.
And then, is Miriam still here?
Yeah, Miriam's here behind you.
Damn, I ain't got
Hey,
to
Miriam.
see the Facebook post now.
You know, I just talked to you over here, just real briefly.
Are you finished with her yet?
Yeah, just real quick. So, for the three of you, I have to obviously talk to Matt and deal with him, but I will have what we call a victim rights pamphlet for the three of you. It's basically a pamphlet information. I have the case number on it, just some rights you have as victims. It might take a little bit for me to get through my interview with Matt and do everything. So what I can do, if you prefer, I can either deliver them to you in probably a little while, or I can leave them with your house fellows. You can come get them later.
Leave them with our house fellow. We'll come
All right,
get
so I'll leave them all with your house fellow, and you can get them later, okay?
them.
Do any of you have any other questions or concerns or things for me before I go on to my next step here?
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're going to talk to him tonight?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go there right now. Are you the house fellow for this floor?
Nope.
No, we're trying to get a
I'm the house fellow on duty tonight, the lead house fellow.
Do we know where the house fellow
We've been trying
We
to
called
get
her.
and we can't.
Where's Bobby?
Bobby can't get a hold of the RLC on duty either, so.
in
Is this
RLC?
real?
Or the
We
RLC?
can't get a hold of them either.
Oh, okay.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Is this real?
Well, can I just talk to the two of you just real quick?
Do you wanna write your name?
So we'll talk in the hallway. Are you aware of any history with what's been happening in the past, or is there a way you can look at documentation of past conflicts?
We don't have any records of that stuff. The RLCs would. Hi. How's it going, guys?
If Phoenix the house fellow for this floor?
Yeah.
Phoenix the house for this floor, she would definitely know about just like any rumors or like things like that happen, but I don't know about any documentation.
Okay. So we'll go talk to Matt, but if we can somehow get a hold of her before I leave, please let me know. Don't feel bad about interrupting, or let the other officer know, so we can prefer to talk to her tonight before we do anything from here. based on so assuming Matt doesn't come up with an adequate explanation for all the stuff that happened tonight, he's probably going to get a couple of citations. But my concern is what happens in the future. Does this boil on to up to something else? So is there a plan in place to maybe keep that from happening?
I mean, it will be a bias incident, so housing will take that way more seriously than just like a standard incident report. I don't know if he would be removed from the floor right away. I don't really know.
I think something needs to happen ASAP because...
Yeah, and we're trying to get a hold of the RLC and duty, and of course, no one is answering their phone.
Or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to leave this building and have something happen either way that's a lot worse than what's happened already.
This may be a silly question. So what would prevent, so like why wouldn't he like end up getting arrested or something like that for physically assaulting 3 people?
I look at the severity of what happened. It started very mutually. I mean, he might have initiated the verbal, but there was a lot of verbal back and forth. He did spit on someone, absolutely. He shoved. Nobody said it was terribly hard.
Well, the one
Zenobia
said that she got pushed into the wall.
Who said? They didn't tell me that.
Zenobia, maybe? The one with the long braids. She's the one that's very upset.
Yeah.
The one that got spat on. She said that she got pushed into the wall.
Okay. But it sounds like there was some shoving back towards Matt, too. So really, it doesn't quite meet the elements of a battery or anything like that.
I mean, my concern is just for them. I mean, obviously it's a minority issue already, and it's 3 women that were, I mean, assaulted essentially. And so, I mean, for me, I wouldn't feel comfortable living on this floor like tonight with him here.
That's why if there's a temporary room we could put him in tonight or something like that, that would be ideal.
We should. I don't know.
Even if there's like.
His number is.
Even if there's like a room in a different nearby building, somewhere can get him out of here maybe temporarily.
Him or
him?
Matt,
Yeah, Matt. It's easier to move one than just to move a bunch.
Right. Well, I know that in other incidences, like they have the same policy. Okay. Like I know that in other incidences, like they've moved like the victim to a different place, but that's all
And if you can get him out of here and maybe even temporarily.
I don't think, like, I've never done it, like, night out, so I don't know how that works. Usually it's something that, like, has to go through the IR.
But based on purely what's been said to up to this point, I mean, correct me if you think differently, Jensen, but an actual criminal charge where we book him into jail we'd be laughed at. We have numerous citations that would be appropriate, but well, we'll see. I won't rule on anything yet. We could possibly do like a criminal DC charge, if that's the only way to get him out of here for the night. All right, I'm gonna go talk to him, then we'll go from there. 3:30.
I'm just gonna go grab my phone.
Were you hearing any of the statements I was getting?
What was that?
Were you hearing any of the statements I was getting?
Oh, vaguely, you're a little too far from that.
It's just like a state charge. University Police. Need you to open up, Matt.
Attempting contact.
Yep, just a second.
Okay. That's fine.
Hi, can I help you guys?
Matt?
Yes.
Hey, I'm Officer Berglund with UW Police. So the reason we're here talking to you is about what happened a little bit ago.
Okay.
An incident between you and several other people. So we'd like to talk to you about that.
Sure.
Would you be comfortable talking in your room? Would that be okay?
Could I step in the hall?
If you want to discuss this in the hall, that's fine too.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, let's start by this. I'm going to get some basic information from you. And then we'll let you tell your side of the story.
Sure.
So, again, we're here to talk about what happened probably
Absolutely.
fairly recently. So let me just give you a chance to kind of say things in your own words.
Sure. Okay, so right off the bat, I know that I handled it the wrong way, but since the beginning of the semester, they have been loud, disrespectful, and like basically every time that I have been trying to sleep, I basically have not been able to sleep. And I know that I've had busy days where basically I've woken up at like 8:50 and I've gotten done at 10:30, done homework. It was 1 to 2 a.m. They are still loud shouting throughout the whole halls. They are still playing music very loudly, and I knock on the door, tell them to quiet down. They do quiet down, but then they keep on shouting. So I cannot get my sleep. So I guess that the situation was that I did not handle the situation correctly because it was a buildup of emotions, and the fact that basically that this is a learning community and I did not actually want to be here in the first place, and I was actually placed here, so that the emotions of my past and actually what they have been doing for the past like semester and a half.
So I don't want you bring up a good point about disturbing other people. If you don't want to talk in your room, let's just at least go in the stairwell so we're not bothering anyone else. Sorry.
No,
Just want to make sure
that's totally yes. Perfectly fine.
Right. All right, again, my apologies, so please continue.
Absolutely. So basically, they have been disrespectful. I have told them to, like, always quiet down, but they have not respected it. I have talked to the house fellow, and she basically told me that, like, basically, like, yes, please, like, allow me to tell them, but I've been just trying to, like, do it myself. Like, I'm a college student. I really want to just kind of handle this myself, and I know that I did not handle it correctly today, but I did not, like, as you can see on my neck and the photos that I have actually taken, several of them have actually put me up against the wall and actually strangled me with their hands, basically, throughout the whole night, and caused marks on my neck. Most of my things have been verbal. I have not actually, like, done anything, so I guess that's kind of my story. It's just a buildup of emotions, and I guess that's kind of it, I guess.
Okay.
So
what actually happened tonight, though?
So I was actually just coming home, and they were like at the start of the hall by the wood area, and they just like were being very loud. I was just trying to go to bed. I was about to go to bed, brush my teeth in the bathroom, and I just actually, well, I guess I could have told them nicer, but I told them like to be quiet, and they took that the wrong way, and they started arguing, and that's how it escalated. So
And when you say escalated, what does that mean?
So I guess we shot at each other and basically yelled at each other, and I guess the whole hall got into it. So.
Okay. Did anything happen besides yelling?
Yeah, I don't know his name because I don't spend much time on this floor because I don't like the floor because it's a learning community and I kind of wanted a real college experience, but he pushed me up against the wall by the bathroom door, held me by the hand. As I came down, another girl actually did the same by my door, actually. I don't know if the security cameras caught that. I kind of pushed her off, like, obviously, like, that was in self-defense. I did not actually want these marks and, like, did not want my throat grabbed. So, yes, I guess I could have handled it better, so.
Okay. So, I mean, usually people just don't grab each other's throats. So, do you know what might have caused that to happen?
I think I said, like, shut up, like, and I guess stuff towards that, like, that made them really upset, so.
Anything else?
Not that I could think of at the moment.
Okay. So, you're saying that you told them to shut up, essentially, and that led one of the gentlemen to grab you by the throat.
So I said shut up, and they're like, excuse me, like, are you kidding me right now? I think I said, yeah, like, I'm serious, like, and by me saying that, I guess I could have explained myself more, and I could have said that, like, it's been a buildup of emotions, like, I've literally been getting, like, 3-4 hours of sleep every single night because, so my bed is right here, the wall's right here, and their room's right here, and they keep on playing music. So I have been getting, like, very upset because I've been trying to, like, do well in my, like, school, and, like, obviously last semester I dealt with it and I got, like, a 4.0, but, like, that wasn't the issue. The issue is that I'm very tired, and that basically I carried out the wrong way, and I, like, said some things that just weren't right.
So you keep saying that you carried this out the wrong way, that you didn't handle it right. Can you just be a little more clear about what you mean by that? Like, what exactly did you do that you consider that
so
wasn't the
again,
right way?
like I said, shut up, and then it, like, again, escalated, and then I guess, like, I said, oh, you're on scholarship, and I know I shouldn't have said that, but, like, again, it was very in the moment, and so I guess that's what escalated things. So. Because a lot of people are on scholarship on this floor. Okay.
Is there any reason why you mentioned you were going to sue them?
Not particularly. It was just in the moment. I was very upset that I could not get my sleep. Like, again, I'm just very sleep deprived.
Okay.
Emotions just got caught up.
So you said you discussed this issue with your house phone?
Yes.
Do you know when that was?
Maybe beginning of the semester?
The beginning of the spring semester?
Yes.
So, like January?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you tell her exactly?
I said, like, none of the people on this floor are being respectful. Like, they really don't care about anyone else's feelings. And basically, like, they just don't give a crap about, like, anyone else. They will play, like, music any time of it, like, 3-4 a.m. They just, like, even if I knock, like, they will turn it on a little bit. And so I cannot sleep. I put in, like, earplugs, headphones, anything to, like, get to sleep, but I can still, like, I'm a light sleeper, and so I just can't get to sleep, so.
Okay. And what did she tell you?
And she told me that basically if there's any more problems, like, tell her. But I kind of internalized it as that I should handle it myself, and I guess, again, feelings built up and I exploded.
So Matthew, if she asked you to tell her about anything else that happened, and what way does that translate to handle it yourself?
I guess it doesn't in a sense, but I took it that way, and I know that in the future I should tell anything that's happening with my house fellow.
Okay. So, can you tell me why you spit on one of them?
I did not particularly do that intentionally, I guess. She kind of spat back at me, so I kind of initiated that.
Sorry, because initiate means you do it first. You start it.
Oh, sorry. So I kind of did it back at her.
So you're telling me that she spat at you first?
So she kind of yelled at me, and then with that, she didn't spit at me, but with her, I guess, tone and voice, the spit just spat it back at me, and I just kind of spat back at her. I didn't actually spit back at her, it was just mostly air, basically, and I'm not trying to lie about that or anything.
Any reason why I didn't mention that before?
I did not. I didn't find that in the story, I guess. It wasn't, I was just trying to paint a picture of the general story and what had happened, so.
Okay. Well, if you recall, several times I asked you for specifics and things like that. So it seems like that would be a good thing to mention.
And I apologize.
So are there any other details that you're leaving out?
Other than that, not really. Other than the spitting and I guess this suing, I guess, not really.
Okay.
I didn't really say anything other than that. I just kind of, after that, everyone else came out, tried to calm the situation down, and I went back in, they wanted me to go back in the room, grab my toothbrush, because I just wanted to go and brush my teeth and get to bed. Brush my teeth, came back. She was still very upset, obviously, and I just came back and tried to go to bed and just kind of ignored the situation.
Okay. So Matthew, I'm going to be very upfront with you.
Okay.
You're displaying a lot of signs of deception. Okay?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean when I say deception?
Yeah.
Okay. So things like constantly looking away, throwing a lot of needless words that end in ly, the lees, as we call them. You're saying particularly, obviously, really, and so forth. Those are all signs of deceptive behavior.
I'm not trying to lie to you at all.
Well, deception is not merely lying, it's also omitting. So what it tells me is that you're purposely omitting certain details that might paint things against you. So again, I'm asking, are there any other details that you feel you might not have added?
Okay, again, so I came back, so I was just going to my room and going to, I guess, go to the bathroom, and they were at the front of the thing, and they were just, talking very loud, trying to, race each other or something. I don't know what they were doing. And I said, shut up. Again, that instigated conversation, and they said, oh, excuse me, really, what are you trying to do? I threatened them again, and not again, but I just threatened them, and basically they one of the kids, they held me against the wall. Then people started coming towards us, and they held her back, dragged her over here. I just wanted to grab my toothbrush, and they persuaded me to do that and just ignore the situation and just go to bed. And she kept on yelling, and I guess other than that, I don't know what else to say. I'm not trying to that's just how I talk. I don't really I'm not trying to ignore you eye contact wise. I'm just trying to imagine the situation as it is, and I'm not trying to deceive you or be deceptive in any way. I have told you.
Okay. Well, as you retold your story now with more detail, you again skipped the part about spitting.
So the spitting occurred, I guess, near the bathroom area. And again, I'm not trying to leave that out. It's just I don't think that was like the main part of the story. So what happened with that was she just was so after I said she said excuse me, she basically I don't know what she said again, but she came up front and she started yelling at me, and she basically kind of spat at me, not as in spit, but she used her words and kind of spit at me, and I got really angry. I kind of I didn't spit at her with real spit, but I kind of used air, and she, I guess, took that as spitting.
Can you describe to me the difference between real spitting and using air?
So real spitting is actually spitting, and I guess spit comes out, and what I did was more of a blow. I don't think much spit came out. It was just more of an action.
So you don't think much spit came out, but some did?
Yes.
Okay. And chronologically, where did that happen?
So by the bathroom area, right after things got, things escalated. After she said excuse me, and she basically started to argue with me, and that's when it happened.
Okay. So it was before being held against the wall. Yes or no? It's kind of hard to make up a story on the spot.
I'm not trying to make up anything, officer. I'm really not. I'm just literally trying to
Well, you said it happened before things really escalated.
Honestly, I'm just trying to imagine the story as it is,
okay,
and I'm trying to play through it in my mind and give you the truth.
Okay.
That is what I'm doing right now.
Good.
And
I appreciate that.
I am literally trying to give you what I can, and I'm trying to imagine what I am. So it happened before the actual. So it happened before she actually got very, very upset.
Okay.
So I guess me spitting and I guess saying she was on scholarship really made her very, very upset. And that is what I'm trying to say truthfully. I'm not trying to deceive you in any way. I'm literally just trying to tell you the truth.
Okay. So, Matthew, has there been a history with these same individuals, things that have happened in the past?
So yes, it has happened once before.
When you say it, what do you mean?
So I don't know the guy's name, but it happened once before with a guy, and it's just, I don't know, I was just very upset, and I said the wrong things, so, again, suing her and whatnot.
Okay. So Matthew, when you told me the story of what happened tonight, you mentioned that you threatened them?
Yeah.
What did you mean by that? How did you threaten them?
I literally just said, I'm going to, if you guys are going to do this, I'm going to sue you.
Okay. All right. So Matthew, just be honest again.
Yep.
Tonight, how much have you had to drink?
Not much.
Okay. And how much have you had to drink? I can smell the odor on your breath, so I know you've had something, but how much was it tonight? Would you
How
say?
much?
Okay, can you give me a specific number or amount or anything like that?
3.
3 what?
I don't know. Like shots? I'm not sure. Like alcohol? What did you want? Like
Vodka, whiskey, rum, brandy.
I think it was rum.
Okay. And how much is still in your room? There's something in your room. How much is still in your room?
Maybe a bottle or 2.
Okay. So tonight, let's get those out of there, okay?
Okay.
Now, Matthew, anytime we have these sorts of situations where we have contacts with students, the housing, the dean of students like just to get breath samples so they can pair certain behaviors with certain intoxication levels. Giving up a breath sample will not change anything that happens tonight. It's purely for bookkeeping and statistics. Okay? Would you be willing to give a breath sample?
No thanks.
Okay. So let's go to your room real quick and let's get that liquor out of there, okay?
Sure.